Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Abus 8345. This is a challenge lock sent to me by Fast Charlie, and he calls this one the Jumper, and he pinned it on November 17th of this year, so not too long ago. Fast Charlie sent me a pretty damn awesome package, guys. I hadn't really worked out a trade with him, and he sent me some stuff. But I'm really glad he did. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Fast Charlie, I'm going to get something out to you here real soon. I'm working on some stuff for you, and hopefully I'll be getting it in the mail here before too long. But I appreciate it very, very, very much, man. And, well, since your one-fang vampire really, really kicked my butt when I was trying to open it out of the package, I figured I'd go ahead and try for the Jumper here, this other challenge lock that you made up. So we'll see what we can do with it. It's got a Schlage keyway, and it is an Abus lock. So not very uncommon, but it's very nice to have a rekeyable padlock like this one, especially if you're going to make it into a challenge lock. So let's go ahead and get the vise out, get it clamped in here, and see what we can do about opening this thing up. Now, since it is a Schlage, and I came up with these little guys here. I call them a mini shotgun. I think West Coast Picks calls them a toothpick. But I did get it off of his original idea off of making the Schlage shotguns from the Primus key, or from the Everest keys. But it works out really well. You don't have to worry about that bottom warding on the Schlages anymore once you do that. So let's see about using this pick here, just kind of a real short swoop. And top of the keyway in 50 thousandths. And I want to go with a medium to medium light tension on this. Okay, nothing on 1. A little click from 2. 3's binding. A little click from 3. Nothing on 4. I think this might actually be a 6-pinner. There might be a 6th key pin riding on the tip of that key. Did get something out of it, and I'm in a false set. So let's go back to 1. Nothing on 1. Nothing on 2. Nothing on 3. Nothing on 4. A little counter rotation on 5. Let me work it back manually just a little bit. There we go. And a little something on 6. All right, so back to 1. Nothing. 3, give me a little turn. Nothing on 5. And something maybe on 6. Nothing on 1. Nothing on 2. Nothing on 3, 4. There we go. Something there, at least. Okay, let's go back into it with pin 1, pin 2, nothing on 3, pin 4 maybe. Not any real definite counter rotation. Let me go into it with a little bit deeper pick. No, it's not liking that one. Let's try my little deforest. There's a little something out of 6. Pretty nice here. Pretty nice little lock. Got a little tiny click out of 2. Getting a little bit of motion out of the back of the lock there. See if it's helped any. Oops, and I dropped my wrench. So let's just go ahead and reset that. Tell you guys what, Fast Charlie ain't no slouch with his challenge locks. There we go. Got some false set happening now. Nothing on 1, nothing on 2. Nothing on 3. Nothing on 4. That was 5. Nothing on 1. Nothing on 2. So nothing out of the back of the lock. I might be getting some counter rotation off of pin 3 here. Let's see. Definitely nothing on 1. Definitely nothing on 2. Yeah, I think that's counter on 3. Whew. Wonder how much stuff I dropped trying to set that one. Holy cow. This one's not playing along either. Fast Charlie, you might have me bamboozled here. Let's see about this. Not 100% sure what the hell I did there, but I stumbled into the open. But I'll take a stumbling any time because that thing was stumping me just a little bit. So let's see what Fast Charlie stuck in here. Let's go ahead and get this mini shotgun out of here. And that is a Phillips. And that wasn't a Phillips, but this is. All right. So we've got the core that I'm dropping. There's our actuator there. And I think this part right here might be for key retaining. I'm not 100% sure. I've never actually taken one of these exact models apart. I think I got to push that in. And I got to be sure not to rotate it around to where that drops into one of these cylinders. If I do that, then I've got to drill out the hole that that fell into to be able to push something down in it and get it past it. And that is a total pain in the butt, I'd wager. All right, so here's our clip. Let's go ahead and push that in just a little bit and get that started. Now let's see about putting a shim in there. Perfect. All right, no drama getting that out, so that's always a good thing. You can see the top of the cylinder here. Looks like the top of the cylinder has been filed just a little bit. And we do see some magic in there. Some not so bad stuff happening. The only bad thing is that the top of this was filed flat a little bit. It makes them just a tad easier to open. Very nice looking. Very nice looking. Great looking pins coming out of there, guys. Okay, so here's what we have done to this bad boy, and it looks like he's put a little bit of thought into it. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Anyway, we got no threads in 1 or 3. We've got full threads in 2 and 6. We've got threads and countermilling in chamber 4, and then just countermilling in chamber 5. And the countermilling's on both sides. So even if I did want to try to pick a padlock the wrong way, I wouldn't be able to do it. All right, so that's some good work up there, or down there. So let's go ahead and look now and see what he did up there. Put that back up there and grab my tweezers. Very nicely serrated. Take a closer look at all of these when we get to them. That is one of those barrel anti-bump pins, I think. Then I've got a, okay, I thought that was a very deep spool, but that is actually a drunken spool. I've got a nice serrated spool. Ooh, maybe another drunken. Yep, another drunken spool. And last but not least, another nice looking pin here. Alright, did he do any work to the top? And here's the cheat sheet to see if he did or not. And he definitely did. You can see that he tapped 1, 2, and 4. We look down inside here, you can see threads in 1, 2, and 4. So very nicely done. Pretty awesome lock. So let's go ahead and look at these pins, and I'll show you guys what Fast Charlie stuck in here. Had me confused for a minute with these pins, so I can't say he did a bad job. He did a good job. All right, so I've got a double spool. Then I've got a very nicely serrated, very fine serrations. And I've got another nicely serrated one here. Very thin serrations. He did tell me that he was using the X-Acto razor saw that I recommended before, which is always good. There's our serrated bump pin, whatever you want to call it. There's another serrated there in 3. Got a drunken spool here above it. A serrated spool for 4. And then this guy right here is a pretty cool looking pin. Alright, let's hold it here to where you can see it. But it is a serrated step down spool, double spool, serrated. It's got a lot going for it. Really, really cool pin. And that's the only one that had a steel spring in it also. Then I've got this one. This is a serrated spool, very nicely done, with another drunken spool. And this time the drunken spool is serrated. And the wafer's got a serration on it as well. So more nice work. And this last pin is a spool that's also serrated. And then we've got this serrated guy here. Some nice looking pins here. All of them but chamber 4 have copper springs and they all look the same. So Fast Charlie, you did a great job on this one. I really, really appreciate you sending this out to me to pick. I appreciate it a lot, really. Everyone, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you see one of these out in the open and it's not yours, don't put a pick in it. Just trust me, you don't want to do it.